How's that for a game of football? Manchester United, we've been waiting for a game like that for some time. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 0. And it could have been more. Chelsea were limp in attack, thanks in no small part due to a fantastic performance from Ander Herrera as a man marker on Eden Hazard. He got him out of that game completely. All started with Marcus Rashford. He got Man United off to a brilliant start. 1-0 up within 10 minutes at Old Trafford against Chelsea. You're thinking, all right, good start. Make sure you keep it up. My God, did we keep it up against the league leaders, the runaway team in the Premier League this year, the team that so many people have struggled to play football against. Man United dominated Chelsea from the start to the 90th minute. Diego Costa, where were you? N'Golo Kante, Player of the Year, where were you? Eden Hazard, where were you? You were in Ander Herrera's back fucking pocket. That was what we call a Jose Mourinho masterclass tactically. It worked out exactly how he wanted that game to work out. And it all started, thank you very much to Marcus Rashford, who for me, that 90-minute performance, arguably the best we have ever seen, the most mature, the most complete we have ever seen from Marcus Rashford in the striker position, in the striker role, with Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the bench when he is fit and available. He may not have been 100%, but he could have come on. He did come on towards the end of that game. But Jose Mourinho started Marcus Rashford. He started Jesse Lingard. Two players who have been lambasted by fans at certain points this season, especially Jesse Lingard. But we saw a telepathic relationship between them. They knew exactly where the other one was. They were doing passes around the corner. Great movement. With Cahill, Azpilicueta and Luiz at the back, you saw Rashford and Lingard causing all sorts of problems, getting in behind Chelsea's defence. And Chelsea couldn't cope with it. The fact that we went 1-0 up early on really gave Man United momentum in that game, and we never let go of it. And someone I've really got to talk about here, Ander Herrera. Everybody here loves Ander Herrera. I love Ander Herrera. You love Ander Herrera. He's such a big game player. And today he operated solely to stop Eden Hazard getting in that game. Lo and behold, Eden Hazard didn't get in that game. Ander Herrera was outstanding. Not only did he stop Eden Hazard from getting in that game, he got an assist, a wonderful assist to Marcus Rashford for the first goal. Not only did he stop there, he went and scored himself to make it 2-0. So Ander Herrera may have been playing in this stifling defensive role to stop Eden Hazard getting into the game, but it didn't stop him getting into the game in the final third. And he made it count. Yes, it was a deflected chance. Yes, it was handball before he got the assist for Rashford's goal. Who gives a fuck? It's not our fault the ref didn't spot that. And after Ander Herrera got sent off away at Chelsea after some questionable decisions by Michael Oliver, that's fucking karma. And what we saw today from Man United was a complete performance. You know, and there's been other games where we've seen Michael Carrick come on. It's not Michael Carrick, we've seen Marouane Fellaini come on in that second half to shore up that defence. That's what Jose Mourinho does. He shores up his defence. He tries to cut the game out. And that's what he did today. But Man United's defence were on point. Man United's defence were concentrating. The midfield was concentrating. Everybody was concentrating. And because of that, we were never struggling at the back. It's exactly what didn't happen at Anderlecht away. We had a 1-0 lead going into the last 15 minutes. And Man United there, we didn't hold our concentration levels. And because of that, they got their equaliser. Today, Chelsea looked nowhere near ever getting an equaliser in that game. It was just a fantastic performance from front to back from Man United. Where the fuck has that been this season? Against the runaway league leaders. I expected Jose Mourinho today to go 3-4-3 to match up against Antonio Conte's team like we did at Stamford Bridge. But we didn't need to. We had Ander Herrera, and as soon as I can't keep going on about how good Ander Herrera's performance was against Eden Hazard, because Hazard has been outstanding this year. He's up for Player of the Year as far as I'm concerned. But Herrera gave him no fucking space. And Hazard looked very tactically naive. He didn't move left or right. He didn't give himself enough space. He didn't try and change his game. And because of that, Ander Herrera just continued to be his pest to stop him from getting into the match. Diego Costa, Marcus Rojo, well done today, Marcus Rojo. A player who has a hot head and a player who could have bitten on more than one occasion this season. But he got a yellow card towards the end. Deserved yellow card, but Rojo could have been brought into that web that Diego Costa lays. And he didn't. He didn't get anywhere near it. Eric Bailly nearly got in it once, but he didn't let himself get into it. Just Manchester United all over the park were just fucking fantastic. And I suppose the most frustrating, if there's one frustration we've seen from that today, why haven't we seen that on so many different occasions this season? Why has that not happened on more than one? It's not as if anything's changed. We played Chelsea twice this season. We lost 1-0 in the FA Cup and we got humiliated 4-0 in the league earlier this season. Why didn't we do that earlier? That's Man United right there. That's Jose Mourinho right there. And something that I really get frustrated about United fans, I'm going to say this right here. We know Jose Mourinho's tactics. We know how he's going to play in games. And lo and behold, in the last 25 minutes with a 2-0 lead, he brings on another midfielder to try and shut the game out. That is what Jose Mourinho does. And it is up to Manchester United's players to make sure they can fulfill those tactics. And today, they did exactly that. There were no mistakes. Jesse Lingard, brilliant. Marcus Rashford, brilliant. Ashley Young as captain. Even stranger than Marouane Fellaini, maybe. Ashley Young put everything into that performance. It wasn't a brilliant performance, but he led by example. Matteo Darmian. You can't knock any Manchester United player in that starting 11. You can't knock any player who came off the bench in that game. All you can knock is Diego Costa. Where were you? N'Golo Kante. Eden Hazard. A team who has knocked so many other teams back this season. Couldn't get anywhere near Manchester United. Now, what was different between that and early this season? Not against Chelsea, but in other games. Say Bournemouth, say Hull, say West Ham, say Everton, say Arsenal. Why couldn't we have done that at different points this season? You know, that gives us a massive, massive momentum advantage going into this top 4 chase. You know, that game there, you're welcome Spurs, by the way. That means Chelsea are now 4 points clear at the top of the table with Spurs hunting them down. We've still got to play Spurs away. We've still got to play Arsenal away. But that is what you want to see from Manchester United. What we saw today, I feel, is what people expected of a Manchester United team earlier this season under Jose Mourinho. I feel like we saw a team who was tactically very sound, tactically knew exactly what they were doing, where the bottlenecks were, where the stifling points were, and where the points where you attacked Chelsea. And we just nullified their defence. It was just brilliant. For me, Marcus Rashford is the man of the match. We're going to do our player ratings over in a separate video, so make sure you check them out. But that was the most mature performance we've seen from Manchester United. The most Jose Mourinho performance from front to back, from the full 90 minutes that we have seen from Manchester United. And I don't know why it's taken until April the 16th, Easter Sunday, for that to happen. Maybe this is the resurrection of Manchester United, the resurrection of Jose Mourinho, the second coming, whatever you want to call it. That's a bit extreme. But what we've seen today is a real resurrection of Jose Mourinho's tactics working at Manchester United from front to back. Brilliant, brilliant performance by Manchester United today. Not one player I'm going to lambast, not one player I'm going to criticise. Everybody did their part. And so many comments coming through here. Darmian has been really good recently. Deserves to be starting more, says Johnny. Absolutely. Arguably man of the match against Anderlecht. Today didn't put a foot wrong at left back. Makes it tougher for Luke Shaw to come into the game. But when you've got players playing well, you can't lambast them for playing well. That's what you want in your team. Stiff competition. And that's brilliant. Now we go into this Anderlecht game there, knowing that all we need is a draw there to go through. A 0-0 draw, 1-1 draw, goes to extra time. 2-2, they go through. Blah, blah, blah. We should be beating Anderlecht. But just Manchester United today, against a team, as I said, who have been the runaway league leaders since the start of the season. Man United made them look like school children who hadn't played with each other very often. Eden Hazard, invisible. N'Golo Kante, invisible. Diego Costa, Chelsea, raspberry, whatever you want to call it. You're just happy about that performance. 3 points for Manchester United. 3 crucial points in a league season that's had so much swing and so much momentum going either side. So many people are questioning Jose Mourinho and Man United because of how many draws we've been having. Today was not that day. Today was a performance where we saw the best of Manchester United this season. What we'll hopefully see from the very start next season. But if today's performance against Chelsea, the hardest team in the league, is anything to go by, next season is going to be very, very interesting for Manchester United fans. Now that is it for the live match reaction. Thank you all for your comments. Make sure you head over to the player ratings. We're going to do that straight away. So make sure you check those out. Who was my man of the match? I'll tell you in a second. But brilliant performance. Well done by Jose Mourinho. Tactics worked to perfection. And a Herrera, I love you. I'm going to name my first baby Ander. Even if it's a girl, I don't care. You're the man. Marcus Rashford, brilliant. Jesse Lingard, brilliant. Everybody else, brilliant. 3 points. I love football. Happy Easter. Go and eat some chocolate. Have some roast dinner. It's bank holiday. Go out. Get fucked up. Have a good Sunday. See you soon.